everybody. Welcome back to our weekly Vedanta classes. 10 o'clock, we'll get started. Om. 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 Om Ganana Antva Ganapatigum Havamahe Kavim Kavinamupamashravastamam Jeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspatana Shunmannutibisi Dasadanam Prano Devi Saraswati Vajebirvajinivati Dhinama Vidyavate Om Ganeshaya Namaha Om Saraswatyai Namaha Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Shuklam Baradaram Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasanna Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashantaye Vagishadya Sumanasaha Sarvarthanam Upakrame Yam Natva Kritakritya Syuhu Tam Namami Gajananam Vakratunda Mahakaya Koti Surya Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddharbhavatu Me Sada Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai Om Shanti 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 Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Brahmanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Gnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasyadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami Sadgurum Tam Namami Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwarah Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Yasya Sannidhi Matrena Sarve Shishyascha Sevakaha Karmakshetre Pravartante Chinmayam Tam Namamyaham Chinmayam Tam Namamyaham Chinmayam Tam Namamyaham Hari Om everybody. Welcome back to our weekly Vedanta classes. We had a small 2-week break prior to our Memorial Day weekend. We have completed the first 3 chapters of Bhagavad Gita in our Gita Bhavadhara series. We had about 15 sessions. So this week onwards, we'll take a little pause from our Bhagavad Gita series and keep it lighter and brighter in the summer months. So sit back, relax. While we are enjoying the sunny days, we might as well turn it into a worship. What is more appropriate than to learn to do Surya Upasana? So, but we'll get started with our Dhyana Shloka. Dhyanam Namah Savitre Jagadeka Chakshushe Namah Savitre Jagadeka Chakshushe Jagat Prasuti Sthiti Nasha Hetave Jagat Prasuti Sthiti Nasha Hetave Trayi Maya Trigunaatma Dharine Trayi Maya Trigunaatma Dharine Virinchi Narayana Shankaratmane Virinchi Narayana Shankaratmane. Together one more time. Namah Savitre Jagadeka Chakshushe Jagat Prasuti Sthiti Nasha Hetave Trayi Maya Trigunaatma Dharine Virinchi Narayana Shankaratmane. As you know, based on our Puranic stories or the Vedic literature, we worship many gods and goddesses, many forms of Lord Vishnu, many forms of Lord Shiva, goddesses like Uma, Gauri, Lakshmi Devi, Saraswati Devi, Gayatri Devi, to name a few. They are not pratyaksha devatas, but we worship them purely based on our faith and devotion. In our Vedic literature, we also worship many natural forces, phenomenal forces, as deities, like the wind god, Vayu, water, Mother Earth, Agni, fire. And one amongst these deities is Surya Bhagavān, our sun god, also known as Āditya, son of Aditi. He is worshipped as the sustainer of life on this planet Earth. When it comes to Surya Bhagavān, it is Swata Siddha, self-evident. It is Pratyaksha Pramana. All you have to do is open your windows or go on your deck. There he is, waiting for you. In our culture, We give importance to the worship of the sun through the practice of Sandhya Vandanam, a ritual performed after the Upanayanam Samskara, the wearing of the sacred thread, every day, one time during sunrise, Pratah Sandhya Vandanam, one time at noon, Madhyamika, and Sayam Sandhya, sunset. Our prayers are offered to the Surya Bhagavān through the chanting of the Gayatri mantra. Om Bhūrbhuvah Suvah Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayāt. This sacred hymn is from the Rig Veda. It is offered to the brilliance of the sun god. We are praying in this mantra to that Swayam Jyoti, Surya Bhagavan, to Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayāt. Please help illumine our internal organs to be on the righteous path. He is the head of all the planets. When you visit a temple next time, when you see the Navagraha, Surya Bhagavan is right in the middle. Madhyetu Bhaskaram Vindye. Because all of the planets revolve around him. They derive the energy from him. He is known as the Gruha Adipati, Graha Adipati, Graha Raja. Namah Suryaya Chandraya Mangalaya Budhaya Cha Guru Shukra Shanibhyascha Rahave Ketave Namaha. So with this, we also get a hint that our ancestors knew about the rotation and the revolution of the earth around the sun, the tilt of the earth's axis towards and away from the sun, the Dakshinayana and the Uttarayana, which causes the change of the seasons, the rain cycle, the evolution of the star system, and all of that. With that introduction, it leads us to this important hymn to Surya Bhagavan, or sun god, called Āditya Hṛdayam. This famous composition, in which Agastya Muni teaches to Bhagavan Śrī Rāma. It comes in the Yuddha Kāṇḍa, of Valmiki Rāmāyaṇa in the 107th Sarga. During this final battle between Śrī Rāma and Rāvaṇa in Rāmāyaṇa, Śrī Rāma has used all kinds of weapons, missiles against Rāvaṇa, but nothing seems to have helped him win the battle, the final battle. The Rakshasa seems to be invincible. Remember, Rama currently is a regular human being. In Rāmavatara, Bhagavan has taken the human form. He is tormented by fatigue, both mentally and physically. And he glances at his enemy. He is ready for battle. And here, Rama is worried. It is in this gripping scenario that this hymn takes place. You know, as you already know, all the gods have gathered in this gallery to witness this epic battle between Śrī Rāma and Rāvaṇa. At this juncture, Agastya Muni appears in front of Rama to help him energize, to help motivate Śrī Rāma, and also to speed up the outcome of the battle. He teaches this Āditya Hṛdayam to Lord Rama. Śrī Ramachandra, after receiving the prayer from Agastya Muni, chants it 3 times, and his mind becomes free from all agitations, and he becomes energized. He lifts his bow, prepares for the final confrontation with Rāvaṇa, and emerges victorious. This is a good story. This is a good story, Venkateshji, but why are we here? Why are we studying this? But as a Vedantic seeker, we need to see this not merely as a stotram for material success, wealth, or for health, although they will all come as a byproduct of this. This needs to be viewed as a Vedantic revelation concealed within this devotional hymn. Why is this Āditya Hṛdayam important for a sincere spiritual seeker? We already know the spiritual significance of the sun in Vedanta It symbolizes the consciousness of our inner self. We have seen the comparison of self-revelation in some of the texts we have studied already. This Atma Gnana is Svata Siddha. Self-evident as the sun itself. Removal of ignorance. Witness consciousness. Sakshi. We often quote the famous Kathopanishadic mantra while doing the arati to Bhagavan. We say, Na tatra suryo bhati na chandra tarakam nema vidyuto bhanti kuto yamagnihi tameva bhantam anubhati sarvam tasya bhasa sarvamidam vibhati. Meaning, that supreme light, that Jyoti, the light of lights, Jyotisham Jyotihi, that alone illumines everything. That sun itself shines because of that light of consciousness. Under these broad core ideas, we will study this text. And as we are studying, we will review some Upanishadic references, some Prakarana Grantha support for these ideas. As I mentioned earlier, this composition has 31 verses, out of which the first 30 are set up in Anushtup Chandas. It is a very popular meter with 32 syllables. The first 2 verses set the stage, set up the scenario, and brings in the context where this happened. Okay? With that, we will get into the verses. Chant alongside with me on mute so that you will also learn to chant. Tato yuddha parishrantam samare chintaya sthitam tato yuddha parishrantam samare chintaya sthitam Rāvaṇam chagrato društva yuddhāya samupasthitam. One time together. Tato yuddha parishrantam samare chintaya sthitam Rāvaṇam chagrato društva yuddhāya samupasthitam. So the word meaning, tataha, then, Tato Yuddha Parishrantam. Yuddha, the battle. In that Yuddha Parishrantam, he is exhausted. Where? Samare, in the battlefield. Chintaya Sthitam, with a deep thought, he is standing. Sthitam. Rāvaṇam Chagrato Društva. He sees Ravana. Agrata, in front. Društva, having seen him. Yuddhāya Samupastitam. He is all gung-ho about this battle. He is fully prepared. The enemy is ready. So when Rama was exhausted in the battle, standing with great sorrow and deep thought, worry, to fight against this Ravana, duly prepared for this epic battle. Here, as a Vedantic seeker, we can draw a parallel to the Mundaka Upanishad. This battle is nothing but the battle of life. Parikshya lokan karmachitan brahmana nirvedamaya nasya krutakrutena tadvignartam sa gurumevabhigachet samitpani shrotriyam brahmanishtam. Having examined this world, gained as a result of karma, a wise seeker, what does he do? He develops dispassion, vairagya, realizing this supreme truth. It cannot be attained through these external pursuits. Therefore, to gain this self-knowledge, one must approach a competent guru with humility and reverence. Shrotriya Brahmanishta Guru, the one who is well versed in the scriptures. Brahmanishta. So here, Ravana, I have already explained many times in terms of the symbolic meaning of Rāmāyaṇa. Ravana stands as Dasha Mukha, 10-headed external facing monster, ego. He had 10 heads, not one of them was in order. This verse is the foundation to Vedanta. It marks a turning point in one's life towards self-realization. Vichara, inquiry. From external pursuit to inner awakening. Tato Yuddha Parishrantam Samare Chintaya Sthitam Rāvaṇam Chagrato Društva Yuddhāya Samupasthitam. See, when we are exhausted with these external pursuits, what have we become? We have all become human doings, do this, do that, instead of human beings. When we experience that limitedness, when there is inner chaos, inner collapse, then comes the Guru in our lives. Exactly as the Upanishad declares, when the worldly effort reaches its limit, then only the true inquiry begins. Here also, Agastya Muni as Guru comes into the scene. Daivataischa samagamya drashtum abhyagato ranam upagamya bravid ramam Agastyo Bhagavān Rishihi. One more time together. Daivataischa samagamya drashtum abhyagato ranam upagamya bravid ramam Agastyo Bhagavān Rishihi. Daivataischa samagamya. All the gods, they have all assembled, they have all gathered, they have taken some balcony seats to witness this battle. Drashtum abhyagato ranam. Drashtum abhyagataha ranam. To see this battle. Upagamya abravit ramam. Having approached Rama, Agastyo Bhagavān Rishihi. This divine sage approaches Rama and says, see here, Agastya Muni represents Guru. He represents wisdom, a stable intellect. See, the Guru appears when the seeker is ready for inward journey. Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji also told us the same thing in Viveka Chudamani. Durlabham trayame vaitat devanugraha hetukam manushyatvam mumukshutvam Mahapurusha Samshrayah. M and M shloka of Vedanta. M and M. Manushyatva, Mumukshutva, Mahapurusha Samshrayah. Manushyatva, human birth. Mumukshutva, this desire for liberation, moksha. And association with the wise. Mahapurusha Samshraya. They are rare blessings indeed. So then Agastya Muni says, Rama Rama Mahabaho, Rama Rama Mahabaho, Shrunu Guhyam Sanātanam, Shrunu Guhyam Sanātanam, Rama Rama Mahabaho, Shrunu Guhyam Sanātanam, Yena Sarvan Arin Vatsa, Samare Vijayishyasi. One more time together. Rāma Rāma Mahabāho Shrunu Guhyam Sanātanam Yena Sarvānarin Vatsa Samare Vijayishyasi. Hey Rama, Mahabāho, mighty armed Rama, Shrunu. Whenever this Shrunu comes in Vedanta, you got to sit up and pay attention. Listen when we say to our children also. And on top of it, he says, Shrunu Guhyam Sanātanam. Guhyam. Whenever we tell somebody, I know a secret. What happens? We want to know. Our curiosity perks up. And Bhagavan Krishna uses the same technique to Arjuna. Guhyatamam Shastram, he said. Arjuna, I'm going to tell you not just secret, top secret. What happens? We pay attention then. Shrunu Guhyam Sanātanam. It is an eternal secret. Yena, by which Sarvan Arin Vatsa. Sarva, all enemies. Arin Samare Vijayishyasi. You will conquer them in your battle. Sage Agastya Muni comes down from his balcony seat, approaches Rama and told him, Dear Rama, there is a solution for your worry, which is a perennial secret, ancient secret. By reciting it, you would be victorious in this war. But by reciting this, you will conquer all your enemies. So as a Vedanta student, we can see the deeper meaning here. The real enemy is not Rāvaṇa. The real enemy is the ignorance of our true nature, which is causing shoka, sorrow, fear, bhaya, overall inner agitation, inner fragmentation. See, you can draw a lot of parallels from the Bhagavad Gita verses for this scenario also. I leave that up to you. Then one might ask, what is the benefit of chanting this? Recitation of Āditya Hṛdayam. See, usually when do we see the benefits? When we chant a mantra or a stotra, we see that in the Phalastuti. But here in this hymn, in Āditya Hṛdayam, it lists the benefits twice. Once before we chant the prayer, once after we chant the prayer. So verse 4 and 5 lists the benefits. Usually in the medication, what do they give? The side effects and all that. Here also, he is listing the benefits up front. Āditya Hṛdayam Punyam Sarvashatru Vinashanam Jayavaham Japen Nityam Akshayam Paramam Shivam. Āditya Hṛdayam Punyam. Together. Āditya Hṛdayam Punyam सर्वशत्रुविनाशनम् जयावहं जपेन्नित्यम् अक्षय्यं परमं शिवम् Āditya Hṛdayam. This Aditya's heart, Punyam, it is holy. Sarvashatru Vinashanam. It destroys all your enemies. Sarva, all. Jayavaham. It brings in victory. Jaya avaham. It brings in Japet Nityam. If you chant this regularly every day, Akshayam Paramam Shivam. It is imperishable, supreme. So Agastya Muni here enlightens Rama with the benefits of chanting this mantra daily. He tells him that it has the potency to vanquish all of your enemies. It bestows victory. It blesses the chanter with unending auspiciousness, sound health. So the opening line, Āditya Hṛdayam Punyam Sarvashatru Vinashanam. This Āditya Hṛdayam mantra is highly potent in its invocation. It invokes sun's divine energy. The mantra is believed to destroy all of the obstacles, all of your adversities. Here, enemies mean both internal and external, within and without. And as a byproduct, it is believed to bring in ongoing prosperity, blessings, supreme auspiciousness. Because the term punyam indicates that just by merely reciting it brings in the spiritual merits to the devotee. Actually, Agastya Muni promises Rama further down in verses 25 and 27. He promises during times of danger, you can chant this. When there is fear or when there is uncertainty, whoever recites this hymn, they will never face misery. O Rama, upon chanting this hymn thrice, 3 times, with complete devotion, you will attain victory. You will defeat Rāvaṇa. The second half of the mantra, Jayavaham Japen Nityam Akshayam Paramam Shivam. This describes the Akshayam. It refers to abundance, also refers to inexhaustible nature. Paramam Shivam indicates the highest, supreme good. Shivam, ultimate auspiciousness. So, regular recitation of this stotra brings in endless victory, destroys all enemies within and without, internal and external. And for a Vedantin, the greatest enemy is the ignorance of the true self. And the greatest victory is self-knowledge. Let's visit the 5th verse. सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्यम् सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्यम् सर्वपापप्रणाशनम् सर्वपापप्रणाशनम् सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्यम् सर्वपापप्रणाशनम् चिन्ताशोकप्रशमनम् चिन्ताशोकप्रशमनम् आयुर्वर्धनमुत्तमम् आयुर्वर्धनमुत्तमम् सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्यम् Mangalam, auspiciousness, supreme auspiciousness. Sarva papa pranashanam. It destroys all of our sins. Chinta shoka prashamanam. It removes all our worries. Chinta, shoka, grief. Prashamanam, it removes. Ayurvardhanamuttamam, supreme life extension. Vardhanam is extensions. So this hymn, it removes sorrow, it removes anxiety, all our negative tendencies. See, when we don't have worries, there are two words I have shared with you. Chitta. Chitta is the fire when we burn the body when it is dead. Chinta, worry. Chinta is more dangerous because it burns you alive while you are living. Chitta and Chinta. Chinta is more dangerous. It automatically, this mantra increases the longevity. Ayurvardhanamuttamam. This chanting aligns the mind with the cosmic rhythm. See, there are 8 Veda mantras for Surya Bhagavān. Pashyema sharadashatam. We are saying, I want to live for 100 years. Even when we receive a blessing, everybody blesses, hey, you live for 100 years. Glorified years. Not ordinary, just the body surviving for 100 years on some life support. No. Pashyema sharadashatam. Let us live for a healthy 100 years, looking at this beauty of Bhagavan. Jivema sharadashatam. Let me live with abundant happiness for 100 years. Nandama sharadashatam. Let me rejoice for 100 years, bringing happiness to the community. Modama sharadashatam. Let me draw delight in this Vedanta vichara for 100 years. Bhavama sharadashatam. Let me flourish for 100 years. Shrunavama sharadashatam. Let me hear only auspicious thing for 100 years. Prabhavama sharadashatam. Let me speak with enhanced wisdom for 100 years. Ajitasyama sharadashatam. Let me be undefeated for 100 years from enemies within and enemies without. Chokscha suryam drushema sharadashatam. Let me behold this radiant sun for 100 years. See, this is not an ordinary prayer. This is the true prayer for longevity, which reflects vitality, clarity, not merely the physical sun, but living a fulfilled life of awareness and wisdom. Let's look at number 6 verse. Rashmimantam samudyantam devasura namaskrutam pujayasva vivasvantam bhaskaram bhuvaneshwaram. One more time together. Rashmimantam samudyantam devasura namaskrutam pujayasva vivasvantam bhaskaram bhuvaneshwaram. From 6th verse to 15th verse, various attributes of and activities of Bhagavan Surya is described. We will cover a couple of them today. Rashmimantam samudyantam, having the rays rising. Daivasura namaskrutam, it is worshipped by devas and asuras equally, alike. Bhaskaram bhuvaneshwaram, see, we worship the sun god. He is the ruler of the world, Bhuvaneshwaram, who illumines the world. He is worshipped by devas and asuras alike, and he is the Lord of the universe. See, sun, he doesn't discriminate. He shines equally on all. So what is the message here? A wise man, wise will always remain impartial. That is what impartiality of the sun. Bhagavad Gita also says, Sammoham sarva bhuteshu. It's a good Gita parallel. Let's look at the verse number 7. Sarvadevatmako hyeshah, Sarvadevatmako hyesha, Tejasvi rashmi bhavanah, Tejasvi rashmi bhavanah. Sarvadevatmako hyesha, Tejasvi rashmi bhavanah. Esha deva suraganane lokan patigabastibihi. He is the embodiment of all gods. He has within him all of the devas. That's why he is the brightest amongst the bright. Jyotisham Jyoti. He is self-luminous. Swayam Prakasha. He sustains all the worlds of the devas and asuras with his rays. Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma, says the Chandogya Upanishad. All forms are manifestations of this one reality. We'll look at verse number 8, at least we'll chant. Esha Brahma cha Vishnuscha Shivaskandha Prajapatihi. Esha Brahma cha Vishnuscha Shivaskandha Prajapatihi. Mahendro Dhanadakano Mahendro Dhanadah Kalo Yamassomo Hyapampatihi. One more time together. Esha Brahma cha Vishnuscha Shivaskanda Prajapatihi Mahendro Dhanadah Kalo Yamassomo Hyapampatihi. He is pervading in all. He is Brahma, the creator, Vishnu, the sustainer. Esha Brahma cha Vishnuscha Shivaskanda Prajapatihi. He is Shiva, the destroyer. Skanda, the son of Shiva, Kartikeya. Prajapatihi. He is the Lord of creation. Mahendro Dhanadak Kalo. The mighty Indra, the Lord of the senses. Dhanadaha, Kubera, the God of prosperity. Kala, eternal time. Yama, the Lord of death. Soma, the moon, which nourishes the vegetable kingdom. And Varuna, the God of rain. So the sun is presented as all of the deities and cosmic principles. What is the reflection point for us? One consciousness appears as many names and forms. I hope you caught that. What we'll do, let us quickly chant at least the 8 that we have covered today. Tato yuddha parishrantam samare chintaya sthitam Rāvaṇam chagrato društva yuddhāya samupasthitam Daivataischa samagamya drashtum abhyagato ranam Upagamya Dravid Ramam Agastyo Bhagavan Rishihi Rama Rama Mahabaho Shrunu Guhyam Sanatanam Yena Sarva Narin Vatsa Samare Vijayishyasi Āditya Hṛdayam Punyam Sarvashatru Vinashanam Jayavaham Japen Nityam Akshayam Paramam Shivam Sarvamangalamanganyam Sarvapapa Pranashanam Chinta Shoka Prashamanam Ayurvardhanamuttamam Rashmimantam Samudyantam Vasura Namaskrutam Pujayasva Vivasvantam Bhaskaram Bhuvaneshwaram Sarvadevatmako Hyesha Tejasvi Rashmi Bhavanah Yesha Deva Suraganana Lokan Patigabhastibihi Yesha Brahma cha Vishnuscha Shivaskanda Prajapatihi Mahendro Dhanadah Kalo Yamassomo Hyapampatihi. We'll stop here. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayah Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhave. Om Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya mrityorma amritam gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnaat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om Tat Sat. May all be happy. May all be healthy. May all see auspiciousness. May none suffer. Om peace, peace, peace. With that, I'll open it up for our interactive session. Please stay back if your schedule permits. I would like to speak to all of you. And